Do you want to get results like this or maybe this? Then you must start first at learning what to do when you get results like this one or maybe this one. Hi there, I am Rihab, and in this video I'm going to show you step by step how you can analyze your campaign results so you can optimize and improve your ads. When it comes to your Facebook ads metrics, each metric tells you a different story. That's why it's very important to understand all of these metrics to be able to optimize your ads and understand well what's working and what's not working. Because you need to improve what's working and maybe profit from this, and you need to fix what's not working. And only your metrics will give you an idea about this. Later in this video, I'm going to take you to the Facebook Ads Manager and I'm going to show you a real example, and we are going to analyze the numbers together. But first, I'm going to tell you some very important things about how to analyze and optimize your results. So you've already set up your Facebook ads campaign, and maybe you have even used the tutorial I have shared on this YouTube channel. If you didn't watch it yet, I highly recommend you to check it out. You will find the link up here. So you've set up your Facebook ad campaign, and hopefully you've waited 1 week before starting to analyze your results, because that's what I recommend you to do. I recommend you to at least wait 1 week before starting to analyze your results. And now you are wondering how you can improve your results and how you can profit from the data you have collected through this week in order to understand how to optimize your campaign. Well, the first question you need to answer whenever you are analyzing your campaign results is your campaign profitable, yes or not? This is the most important question, and this is the first question you need to answer. If your campaign is profitable, that's great. You are already making money. So you can either continue running the same campaign, or maybe you can start scaling it, or maybe you can start introducing some ads, or you maybe work on improving it. But if your campaign is not profitable, you are only left with one option, and it is to analyze your data and understand how you are going to improve your ads. It's very important to understand that your ROAS doesn't tell you the whole story. It doesn't tell you if your ads are profitable or not, especially now after iOS 14 update and after all the things happening with Facebook ads. It's hard to track the results directly from the Facebook Ads Manager. Many of the purchases we are seeing on Shopify are not being reported inside of the Ads Manager. That's why you shouldn't only rely on your ROAS to decide whether your campaigns are performing well or not. I recommend you to use UTMs because they help you to track your results. If you want to know more about UTMs and how to analyze your results more, I highly recommend you to check out my Facebook Ads Masterclass. You will find the link to this masterclass below in the description. In this masterclass, I teach you everything you need to know about Facebook ads. It's a 12 hours masterclass. I highly recommend you to check it out below in the description. So as I told you, your ROAS is not enough to tell you the whole story. You need also to try to analyze your results on Shopify and see if your ads are actually profitable or not. So for example, if you are only relying on Facebook ads to drive traffic and suddenly you started to see so many results and so many purchases when you started running ads, so most probably those results and those purchases are coming from your Facebook ads, not from anywhere else. Even though sometimes you will not see those results inside of your ads manager, especially if your ad account is still new. This is happening so often. Your ads manager will not be recording anything, while in reality you are making a lot of sales. And I have experienced this with many of my clients. What I do usually is to use UTMs on all of my ads, and I also analyze deeply the results on Shopify and Google Analytics to know if my ads are performing well or not. And since ROAS is one of the most important metrics when it comes to Facebook ads, it's very important to note that your ROAS doesn't actually tell you if your ads are profitable, even if your ROAS is 100% accurate. Your ROAS doesn't take into consideration your cost of delivery. So your ROAS is simply the amount you are making out of ads divided by the amount you have spent on ads. It doesn't take into consideration the prices you have paid for goods, for product delivery, and so on. That's why your ROAS is not as important as many people try to assume or try to tell you. Your most important metric is your ROI, or your return on investment, and it's how much you are making money out of your ads, how much you are making profit. Your ROI takes into consideration every cost you are paying. That's why ROI is the most important metric, and it's the metric that you should be focusing on. You should be asking yourself how much money I'm making out of my ads, how much profit I am making. If you are making profit, congratulations, I'm very happy for you. This is great, but still continue watching this video because it's gonna help you to improve your ROI and your ads. Let me give you a small example in order to help you to understand the difference between the ROAS and the ROI. Well, let's say, for example, you have paid $100 in ads and you have made $1,000 in purchases. This means that your ROAS is 10. It's 1,000 multiplied by 100, it's 10. This is great, right? But in reality, you didn't make that much profit because first you needed to pay for the ads, and second, you needed to pay for everything else like the cost of goods, the overhead, everything. So your ROI takes your costs into consideration. In this way, your ROI would be way lower than your ROAS because it expresses the costs you are paying. So you made $1,000 in sales, right? But you have paid $100 for ads and let's say $300 for cost of delivery. This means that your profit is $600 and your ROI is equal to 6. It's $600 divided by $100, which is the cost of your ads. This means that each time you are paying $1 in ads, you are making $6, not $10. So your ROI is the most important metric, and whenever you want to decide whether your ads are profitable or not, you need to look at your ROI, not only your ROAS. Now, after deciding whether your ads are profitable or not, we move on to the second step, and it is to analyze your campaign results. I have my own process at analyzing Facebook ads campaigns, and I don't start with Facebook Ads Manager. I start usually from my Shopify dashboard and from my Shopify analytics because the first metric I look at is the conversion rate. Most of the time, your ads are not making sales, not because your ads are bad or your targeting is bad, but because you have a problem with your landing page or with your product or with your offer. So I always start there. I start with the landing page and I try to see how much is my conversion rate, how much the conversion rate of the traffic coming from Facebook ads or Instagram ads. If my conversion rate is below 1%, this means that I might have a problem with my product page. Maybe I didn't include enough information. Maybe I didn't focus enough on the product benefits. Maybe I don't have enough product photos, or maybe I don't have social proof. Or maybe, for example, the product is not clear enough and people are not understanding what I am selling. So you need to consider all the possibilities and ask yourself why people are not converting in your product page. In order to understand more about conversion rate and how to optimize your conversion rate, I highly recommend you to check this video on this YouTube channel. In this video, I give you very important tips about how to improve your conversion rate. Now, if your conversion rate is above 1%, something between 1% to 3%, this is very good. It means that you are able to convert people into buying from you. The higher your conversion rate is, the better it is because you will be making more and more sales out of the same traffic. So aim at optimizing your product page in order to improve your conversion rate. After making sure that the problem is not with your landing page, we move on to the Facebook Ads Manager to analyze what's happening and to try to figure out what's working and what's not working. And for this, I'm going to move to my Facebook Ads Manager and I'm going to show you a real example, and we are going to analyze together the results so you can understand how you can apply the same analysis for your ads and your results. So here I am inside of my Facebook Ads Manager, and in here I'm analyzing two different campaigns. For the first campaign, my ROAS is 2.26, and for the second one, it's 2.38. As I told you before, the ROASs you are seeing inside of your Ads Manager are not accurate, and you shouldn't be only relying on them. Okay, so when you hover in here, you can see that Facebook tells you that those numbers are not accurate. So always keep this in mind. The first metric I look at in any campaign is definitely the ROAS because I want to know which ad is performing better or which campaign is performing better. So in my case, for example, I have two positive ROAS. So this means that for each of these campaigns, I am making more than what I'm paying for the ads, not for everything. But I know from my Shopify dashboard that those campaigns are actually profitable, even though Facebook Ads Manager didn't record all the results in here. In here I have the website purchases, so the number of sales I have made out of each of these campaigns. So for the first one I have 18, for the second one I have 11. Then I have the cost per unique outbound click, and it is how much I'm paying for each click. And this is a very important metric because it tells you if people who are seeing your ads are actually clicking on it and they are going to your store. I'm not talking about any click, I'm talking about the outbound click. The outbound click is the click that takes people from Facebook to the store. Okay, not the click that happens on the ad or on the link or anywhere. It's the click that takes people to your store. That's why outbound clicks are the most important clicks, and for those clicks you should be tracking the metrics. So the cost per unique outbound click is for the first campaign 0.18, and for the second one it's 0.4. So the first campaign is definitely performing better because I have a cheaper cost per unique outbound click when it comes to this, not to everything, because as you can see we are going to analyze later how much I paid for the purchase in the first campaign, then how much I paid in the second campaign, and this will tell me which campaign performed the best. Usually anything in here lower than $1 is acceptable. If you have a cost per unique outbound click lower than $1, you are fine. So the lowest this number is, the best, definitely, because you would be paying less for that click. After that I have the cost per link click, and it's somehow similar to the cost per unique outbound click because it only takes into consideration the clicks that happened on the link, but I prefer to take the outbound click because I make sure that the click led to the store, not only to someone clicking on the link. Okay, as you can see they are very close, but this one is a little bit more expensive because it's more refined. It's for people who actually clicked and then moved to the store. After that you have the outbound click-through rate. So this is the percentage of people who saw the ad, clicked on the link and moved to the store. This metric is extremely important because it tells you how many people moved from Facebook and Instagram to your store. And this is exactly what you want from your ads. Your ads are not there to make the sales. Your ad's job is to move people from Facebook or Instagram to your store. So the higher this number is, the better, because it means that more people are actually taking action and moving to your store. When you have a high CTR, this means that your ads are good, and it means that your ads are relevant to your target audience because people are liking your ads and they are taking action. So your ads are doing their job. So as I told you, the higher your CTR is, the better it is. A CTR that's usually above 1% is acceptable. So as you can see, I have good CTRs in here. The CTR is not an estimated value, it's an accurate value because it's related to things happening on Facebook. All the metrics that are related to things happening directly on Facebook or Instagram are 100% accurate because Facebook and Instagram are collecting the data. Everything happening on your store, all the metrics related to things happening on your store are not 100% accurate because of iOS 14 update and all these new things happening. That's why when you go in here to the purchases, you can see that this metric is estimated, and when you go to the ROAS, you can also see that this metric is estimated. However, when we go to the cost per unique outbound click or the cost per click, they are accurate. After the CTR, we have the CPM, and it is the cost per 1,000 impressions, and it means how much you are paying Facebook to show your ads 1,000 times. Well, the CPM is a metric that's related to Facebook, to the people you are competing with, to the countries you are targeting, to your targeted audiences, and so many things. You can't influence this metric too much because it's not actually related to you, but in the future, when your ads are performing better, when you are a better marketer, Facebook will be giving you and showing you better CPMs with the future. The CPM is not a metric that you can modify a lot or you can influence a lot because it's not related directly to you. It's related to Facebook and to the bidding and to your competitors and so many things. I usually like to compare this number with the number of clicks. If I notice that I have a big drop between the link clicks and the landing page views, this can tell me that, for example, I have a problem with my landing page. Maybe it's not loading fast enough because people are clicking on the link, but they are not moving to the landing page. So I compare the link clicks to the landing page views because together they tell me something about my landing page. So I want to repeat this one more time. If my landing page views is way lower than my link clicks, this means that I have a problem with my landing page. Maybe it's not loading, maybe the link is broken. So analyze these two numbers together in order to understand what's happening in this step and why people are dropping from this move and why people are dropping while they are moving from the ads to your landing page. After this, you have the conversion rate ranking, the engagement rate ranking, and the quality ranking. Those rankings are important because they affect where Facebook will be putting you in the auction. I'm not sure if you know, but Facebook ads are auction. So Facebook algorithm will decide if your ads will go in here or in there, and if they will be competing with this advertiser or with this one, and how much they will be costing you. Whenever you have good qualities in here, Facebook will be giving you better results because Facebook will know that you are a good marketer. If your conversion rate is good, the conversion rate is an estimation of how much conversion you will get out of your ads. And Facebook usually estimates this number based on so many metrics, but usually also on your history and your landing page and so on. So you should have a good conversion rate ranking. It's usually average, below average, or above average, and you should be aiming for above average or at least average. After the conversion rate ranking, you have the engagement rate ranking, and it's about how much engagement your ads will be having. Also, this metric is estimated, and with this metric, Facebook aims to make sure that your ads are appealing to the audience. So also for this metric, aim for average or above average. For the quality, it's how much or how people are perceiving your ads. If you are getting so many reports, if people are hiding your ads, maybe your ads are aggressive, or maybe people are not liking them, and in this case your quality ranking will go down, and this is very bad because Facebook wants to make sure that people who are using Facebook, people who are checking your ads, are enjoying the experience. So you must have a good quality ranking. Always take good care of these metrics and make sure that your ads are at least average or above average in order to make sure that you are in good terms with Facebook. After that, you have the attribution settings, and it's related to the attribution, and you have the cost per result, and it's how much money you have paid in order to make the sale. And as you can see in here, the price in here is related to the initiated checkout, because this campaign, the objective of this campaign was to optimize for people who initiate for checkout. Okay, the second campaign has a different objective, which is purchase, and as you can see in here, the cost per purchase is very high, it's 40%. Here the cost per initiated checkout is $3 only, and this is normal because purchase is the most valuable action, and usually the cost per purchase is way higher than everything else. After that, we have the frequency, and it's related to how many times the same person saw this ad. A frequency below 4 is acceptable. It's acceptable, it's fine, and you measure the frequency at the ad level. If you started experiencing high frequencies, I recommend you to start introducing new ads, because you don't want your audience to get bored of your ads. You don't want people to start reporting your ads or hide your ads, because this will affect your quality in here, your quality ranking in here, which is bad, as I told you before. So always try to keep your frequency low by introducing new ads. Frequency is a metric that you always measure at the ad level, not at the ad set or the campaign level. Okay, after the frequency, you have the impressions, and it's how many times your ads were shown, or how many times this exact ad were shown. After that, you have reach, and it's the number of people who saw the ad. So the frequency is the number of impressions divided by the number of reach to know how many times the same person saw your ad. After that, you have the number of results, and after that, you have the amount spent. And in here, you have the daily budget. So as you can see, each of these metrics tells you a different story, and each of these metrics is important. When you start in here with the ROAS, it tells you if your ads are making money or not. Then when you move to the cost per unique outbound click, it tells you how much you are paying for each click. If you are paying too much for the click, this means that either your ad is not attractive enough, or your ad hook or your ad call to action is not clear enough, or you are targeting an audience that is not interested with your ads. And in this case, you need to fix these. You need to try to start a new campaigns where you are targeting a better audience, or maybe you need to improve your ads copy, your ads hook, your ads call to action. After that, you have the click-through rate, and it's also a metric that's related to your ads mainly and your copy. So it tells you whether your ads are relevant to the audience. So it tells you whether your ads are relevant to the audience, if they are attractive enough, if they are doing their job at moving people from Facebook to your store. If you are having a very low CTR, so most probably you have a problem with your ads or with your targeting. So maybe your ads are not relevant to the audience you are targeting, or maybe your ads are not attractive enough. So you need to try to test these two different ideas and see which one of them is the right one. After that, you have the CPM. As I told you before, you can't modify this a lot. After that, you have the landing page and the link clicks views, and these two numbers are to be compared together in order to figure out whether you have a problem with your landing page or not. And moving forward, you have all the different metrics that we have talked about before. It's very important to analyze your Facebook ads results. It's not enough to keep creating new creatives or coming out with the new audiences if you are not analyzing what's happening in order to understand how to improve your numbers and how to improve your ads performance. So take your time, sit down, check out your metrics, try to understand what each metric is telling you, try to put future ideas to test, and start testing them. As I told you before, if you are looking to master Facebook and Instagram ads, I highly recommend you to check out my newest masterclass. In this masterclass, I show you step by step how you can run successful Facebook ads campaigns. In this masterclass, I cover everything you need to know, starting from understanding how the Facebook and the Instagram algorithm works, moving to understanding how to define your customer avatars and how to target them and how to find them using Facebook and Instagram. I show you also how you craft the best ad copies and how you create the best ad creatives in order to be able to attract the people and to lead them to your store. I also show you how you can retarget your customers and I also show you how to run successful retargeting campaigns and how to profit from all the options and all the opportunities Facebook and Instagram offer you. And not only that, in this course, I show you how you should be optimizing your campaigns, how to analyze your results in details, and how to scale your campaigns once they are profitable. In this course, I give you tens and tens of examples and inspirations to learn from, so I highly recommend you to go down to the description and to check this masterclass if you are looking to use the power of Instagram and Facebook ads in order to boost and scale your business. Thank you for watching this video and for staying up until the end. I truly appreciate that. Before leaving, I want to invite you to smash the like button, because by liking this video, you will help it to reach more and more people and to help more and more people. I want also to invite you to subscribe to my channel and to hit the notification bell, because in this way, you will get notified each time I publish a new video. And don't forget to use the comment section below to tell me about any topic you need me to talk about in this YouTube channel. See you next week. Bye bye.